Hey guys, if you are seeing this right now, you have probably heard that DealMachine has rolled out their built-in dialer, and this is super cool. And personally, I was never a big cold caller, all that stuff. I'm a driving for dollars guy. So when Matt originally told me they're coming out with the dialer, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, But once he showed it to me, I was like, I almost want to get on the phone and make some calls now, right? This is some cool stuff. So, but anyway, you heard about it. You're like, hey, DealMachine's got a dialer. What's this all about? So you found this video, and now we're going to have Matt from DealMachine give us a peek at this dialer, show us what all the hoopla is about. So
absolutely.
What do you got, Matt?
There we go. Excited to be, one of the first people we're showing this to. I know, David, you were kind of in that small group of people we gave a sneak peek to. So thanks for keeping this a secret for a little bit here. But it's been awesome to roll out. I know, again, we've had over 10,000 deals done using DealMachine to this point. We hit that milestone last year. And so everything that we're doing is listening to you guys doing deals and saying, hey, what do you want next? How can we continue to innovate, continue to give you more and more value? And last year, the result of that was the very end of last year, we launched our unlimited free skip tracing. That was a game changer for the industry, really trying to change.
That was huge. That was huge. Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to change how you guys think about paying for data in general. Even our starter plan, you're saving over $1,000 in skip tracing costs there. So that was something we launched end of last year. And since then, the thing we've heard over and over again is awesome. We've got all these phone numbers. Make it easy for us to call them, please. And so inside DealMachine, there's three main reasons why we are super excited to share this with you guys and think it's the best dialer out there. One is the outbound calling and how we're helping you avoid being labeled spam. Really have invented our own kind of spam cleaning system to give you higher contact rates and more of a likelihood that someone's going to actually pick up that number that you're calling with. The second one is inbound calling. So we've got call tracking now in there too. So when you send out a postcard inside DealMachine and they call that number, it's going to ring inside DealMachine. It's going to track that number and know how many responses you're getting from your direct mail, which that's huge as well. And also, like, when someone calls you on that, like, that is a golden lead. You got to pick up that number. So it helps you identify that. And then the third thing, and this is really, I think, what blew you away, David, too, is all of the AI elements of this, like enabling this with Alma, our AI assistant we launched last year, and really making sure that, hey, it's not just us tacking on the words, oh, this is AI. It's not a fluff buzzword that you see out there. It's a real use case for using AI to help kind of you guide those conversations with sellers. So
I know you're going to show us all this right now, but I just want to say I'm an old dude, and sometimes when people start talking about AI, I'm like, does this go old school? You don't need all the AI crap and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But what you guys have done with this, with the AI, it's pretty mind blowing. So I want you to show everybody this. So they're blown away.
Absolutely. And I think the whole goal with this too is you've got that, but you've also have our unlimited contact info, property data, demographic data about the owners, like all of that together makes this dialer just so powerful and just easy to use. So if you want to throw up my screen there here, David,
absolutely. Let's do it.
Here we go. Awesome. Cool. So real quick here, what you're seeing, and if you've used DealMachine before, you'll notice right away we've got some new stuff for you. You're used to the map tab right here. That's where you can go in and pin properties. If you're driving for dollars, you can pull lists if you're wanting to build your list that way. We're in the end, a tool to help you find off-market deals in general. So it all starts with building a great list. Whenever you add those leads, all of them go to this leads tab right here. So you've seen that before. Yep. But what is new is, hey, now you've got a couple of ways to reach out. You have direct mail like we've always had, but now you've got a dialer tab to work with. And the amazing thing within the leads tab right here is typically dialers. Let me pull up my D4D list. This is my own live list within my business. I'd say in general, if you're using a dialer, it's a pretty big pain to go in and get onboarded into a platform and learn the new software and get, buy a number and get validated for that and transfer the data in and make sure it's good phone numbers and all that. Like that entire process can be quite a headache and take quite a bit of time. What's awesome in DealMachine is you don't have to do anything. You just log into DealMachine hit the call button, and it's going. Like, it just works. It's,
Yeah.
So that right away, the usability of this was one of our biggest focuses, was coming in. And now you can just hover over one single number or hit call for your entire list and start dialing and going. So before I actually hit call, I do want to kind of just spell this out for people, because you'll see a lot going on here. When you hit call on numbers like this, first and foremost, it's easy because we want to help you kind of just remove every barrier and overcome procrastinating ever of like taking the right next step, having conversations with sellers, right? That's the real end goal here. Is not just looking at the data, but it's reaching out to people. When you actually make that call, the AI elements of this here, you'll see a real-time transcription of the call. So you'll see, here's what David said, here's what Matt said, here's what David said. So it'll go down that entire conversation for you in real time. You'll see Alma, the AI assistant, there's a little button right there that'll say, what do I say next? And that is where it's coming in. It's using where you're at in the conversation, and in real time, it's giving you guidance on ideas of how to evolve this conversation, how to, maybe you should ask about this, or hey, here's how you can open the call, or it will come in, and you can actually set goals and set a script for it if you'd like, or you can go into your application settings, your dialer settings. I know, David, you've got awesome scripts for people to use on the dialer or just cold calling in general. You can upload that right here, change the goal of, I want to set an appointment, or I want to do this or that. And when you hit, what do I say next? It's going to take all that into account and prompt you with ideas in real time to kind of give you real-time guidance of how to talk to sellers. So
your technology is almost making my scripts not even important anymore, right? With your AI, it's so much better than my old script, right? It's like,
I mean, the great thing with your scripts, though, is like you can have that guidance in here, and that way that they're coming in, and yes, we've got our general Alma, prompting and everything built into it. But this is a way that if you've got your favorite script, you can just upload it here and use that as part of the inputs and really help guide you in that conversation. But having that real-time confidence of, oh yeah, and I can keep the conversation going. I can help use this to prompt what I should say next, and then after the call, it also has sentiment analysis for you. So it'll show you, here's a summary of the call. Here's what we recommend as your next step. Oh, hey, they didn't answer. Well, we'll put them in your follow-up queue, and you can actually go in and change these settings too inside the dialer settings and say, oh yeah, if they don't answer, have me follow up with them in 30 days. If they're a warm lead, have them follow up with me in 2 weeks, or have me follow up with them in 2 weeks. If they're a hot lead, every other day. Like, you can come in here, and based on the conversation that, in the settings of how it scores it, you can then have this follow-up queue prompt you at the right time to make sure that you never have a lead that falls off the radar, because you always know, hey, I need to call them back on this date. And when I jump into DealMachine, it'll have a notification right there telling me, hey, you've got 3 calls to make today based on this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
amazing.
Yeah. All that'll be right there. And then the last thing I want to point out here, David, too, and this one's pretty wild when it comes to the AI piece. This is opt-in, obviously, but whenever you call somebody and it goes to voicemail, normally you'd have to find their name and the right address and, the right call tracking number and all that, and say it all out and spend, 30, 60 seconds on that too. And like, just be able to, leave a voicemail, which you can do still, but we have a new button down there too that says drop voicemail. And what it's going to do is you can go in here and actually, again, opt in. But if you take about 30 to 60 seconds of your own voice and upload that right here into your AI voice clone, it's teaching DealMachine to be able to mimic your voice right there. And you can just hit drop voicemail, and it's going to sound like you saying their name, their address, the right call tracking number, the right message, everything right there, where you just hit a button, it drops it, and then you go to the next one.
Yeah. We were talking, when you originally showed me the system, we were talking about the technology that duplicates your voice and makes that. And I know the system that you guys have integrated in to do that. And it's amazing. How it can replicate your voice is unbelievable. A little scary, but unbelievable. But
it's opt-in. It's opt-in.
Yeah, it's opt-in. But from a time saving, right? Because if you're thinking, waiting for them to say their email greeting, and then you leave your, you might be wasting, 30, 45 seconds, a minute for every voicemail you leave. And if you're trying to do some production here, it's to be able to push that button and just go to the next, and it automatically leaves that voicemail for you. It's very cool. It's very cool.
Yeah. So what I'll show you here, when you make that call, again, everything we're creating is to help you stay out of that spam filter. So it's a single line dialer, much less likely to get marked as spam. And also, if you do that kind of like any kind of triple line or all automated dialer there, the other person picks up, and there's like 5 to 10 seconds of silence typically, where people are automatically have barriers up. They want to hang up. Sometimes they do. It kind of puts a bad first impression out there. So the single line dialer helps avoid that too. And then also, whenever you dial out your call number for them to call back, it is one that we've actually validated is not spam. We have a spam cleaning system that goes through, and you don't have just one outbound number that if it gets marked as spam, you're kind of, you're in a bad spot, right? You're toast with that. It's actually a number where you're locked into that number for that lead inside DealMachine. So if I'm to call Jorge right here, it'll mirror 602. It'll mirror their area code. It'll lock me into that. And based on that number, if Jorge calls that back, DealMachine knows, hey, that number is assigned to me for Jorge. So he calls that number. It'll actually pop up in DealMachine. Here's the property. Here's everything about Jorge. He doesn't have a portfolio or anything. Here's more about his background. It'll pop up all the demographic data, all the property data right there, and say, hey, Jorge's calling you, and pop that up because you've got all the tracking right there, and it's a spam-free number.
Yeah.
So what it looks like, can I make a call here just to kind of show you?
Yeah,
right.
Do it.
So I'm gonna hit this open. I won't actually have it ring too long here. So you make a call, 3, 2, 1. Here's that Alma. What should I say next? Pop that open. You can see it's reading my voice right here, and it's actually making that call. That's going through. Let's see. So you can see I was reading that right here. Mm-hmm. Let's see if it'll do a transcription. Let's see.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone,
so here's that drop
please record
button.
Your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Up here. See how it was here, my drop voicemail button right here. Call summary, reach voicemail, but didn't leave a message. Went in, and you've got all that right there. And then typically it'll actually go in. You can change that and say, oh yeah, say he didn't answer, or it was wrong number, or not interested. I can mark it like that. And then based on that as well, based on your conversation, it'll actually prompt you if I get a hold of them and say, hey, do you want to send mail to them? Do you want to stop sending mail to them? And actually give you that suggested next step here too. So that's what it looks like in real time as we're going through this. Again, you can open up his demographic data. You can open up the property data. All of that is right there for you to work with. So that way you can really see, hey, he's behind on his taxes. He hasn't sold the property in a while. You can see a lot of data to really dig in and have more context for the call. But it's as simple as that. I just hit and call, go into that next one, and keep dialing. So
it doesn't get much easier than that.
It does also track all this too. So you can see right here, hey, here's our contact rate. Here's how many voicemails we sent. Here's all of our outgoing activity with a transcription of that call right here. It's reading what I was saying there. If they were going to text you back, that also pops up right here. So you can see that, as an example, so to make that call. And then we also launched this top left corner right here too, David, a dashboard to really show you, hey, here's how many leads you've added and how, in D for D versus List Builder. Here's how many calls you've made. Here's how much mail you sent and how many calls back you're getting from that, which are, my call tracking number will be on now moving forward. So This is all live right there for you too, to be able to kind of help you analyze, okay, how is my marketing going? What should I double down on? What should I spend more resources on? And really kind of calculate that return on investment throughout the whole thing.
Sure. Yeah, you can see what postcards are working, the calls doing better, whatever. Yeah, and really analyze it. So man, you guys are coming so far with this stuff.
We're it's been really, really fun to get this out there and get that feedback, get those beta testers. We already have people doing deals from our beta testing, which is amazing. So I'd say that outbound dialer that's right here, and with the dialer tab, you've got this new dashboard here. And then the inbound calls, you do get one call tracking number. So I mentioned you get a call tracking number that goes on your postcards, right? Mm-hmm. That's in the application settings too. So you get that call tracking number that you can then, again, forward to any other number. But it's make sure that, hey, if this rings in DealMachine, this is from one of my postcards. I need to answer this call, and it tracks that within DealMachine too. So
yeah. We before we hopped on this call, this recording, we were talking about, and I want to make this clear for everybody. DealMachine, when DealMachine came out years ago, when David Letgo, created DealMachine, it was a driving for dollars app. That is not DealMachine anymore. DealMachine is a all-in-one real estate lead solution. Like whatever you're doing, doesn't matter if you're driving for dollars, if you're sending mail, if you're using the data for whatever, if you're cold calling, whatever it is, it's DealMachine can do it for you now.
Yeah, we want to be that go-to resource for, hey, if you're trying to do your first deal to your 100th deal, how do you go find off-market deals? Go use that technology, and again, it's really helps you build that list, helps you market to those sellers. The new one is the dialer now, with all the skip tracing included. And then, you can close deals too using things like our comps and our AI assistant and all that. So
yeah,
really, really excited to get that out there. And I know, you have awesome perks for people who are going through your deal we set up. Like, I love the community that you built with Wholesaling Partners. So we've teamed up with you guys on that front as well to get kind of exclusive offers too, to really get access to that. So I don't know if you want to outline that a little bit.
Yeah, let's talk about that right now. Exclusive offer for DealMachine users. If you sign up for DealMachine, you want to take advantage of this new dialer system, and you sign up, you get 6 months of Wholesaling Partners for free. Okay. Wholesaling Partners is a community I built for real estate wholesalers that are serious, that want to connect with other wholesalers on JV deals, other people in your area, other people in your virtual market, whatever, come in and learn and connect and do all kinds of great things. So if you sign up for DealMachine, you automatically get 6 months of Wholesaling Partner membership for free. It's usually $24 a month. Boom, that's gone. Okay. So that's the deal.
Yeah. So we'll include that link there. I'll say with that link, you get a 7-day free trial at DealMachine. So you can trial this stuff out, try out the dialer, the skip tracing, that you get 50 direct mail postcards that are free included in that too. So just try all that out. And if you become that paying customer, we send over those 6 months free of Wholesaling Partners there too. So
great. If you want to commit to this and you want to go all in, you want to save some money, you're like, you know what, I'm going to get the yearly DealMachine plan, right? Screw the monthly payment. I'm going to sign up for a year, commit, go hard. I will give you a year of Wholesaling Partners for free. Amazing. Right. So that's another, $270 or maybe close to $3. I don't know. My math is bad, but it's a lot of money, right? Save a lot of money, sign up for DealMachine for a year, get a good savings there, and get a whole year of Wholesaling Partners community for free when you sign up with DealMachine. All right. So great perk. Used to be I give away some freebies. I'd have like a driving for dollars course and all that. But if you sign up for DealMachine, you get into Wholesaling Partners. Wholesaling Partners has all those freebies that I used to give away are in the community.
Amazing. Yeah. And I'll say, if you're watching this and it's, brand new, I know July 1st through 10th, just to get the dialer out there, we're having a big sale on annual plans. So I'll include that link for David here too. So if you actually go out there and redeem that one, that's going to get you, it's like, close to 50% off. I'd have to double check on versus going through our website. So if you redeem that one too, you'll also get the year of Wholesaling Partners with that as well. So we'll make sure we've got all the links there for you as well.
Okay. All right, guys. Appreciate you watching, and sign up, man. Check out this dialer. It's so cool.
Try it out. Yeah. Excited to have people start doing deals with it. So.
All right. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, David.
Bye.